road. I assume Vincent walks up, spots 5. Instant conceal from the Rebellion. The Spear of Destruction not connecting. ODTZ now looking for a pickoff, and Ray will just lose his life. Little damage coming through the Divine Judgment as well. Marky falls. Now Day with the Abyss Walker all the way to the fronts. Marky and Ray is down. Aboy, Beloy, and Luke. 3 members left to defend. Black Dragon form to try to zone Aboy, who has the Divine Judgment. Car jumps in the Furious Dive. Not able to find any more as Vincent jumps in the Jillian, and they're gonna go for it straight up. No minions though. This might just be what? The Rebels go straight for the base.
They did it. They've done it. Task 1 check. Game number 1 in their pocket with the Kaja pick as well. But they don't take it. They go for the Roger ban instead.
I haven't seen a lot of teams really respect this Roger first banning phase down the way. Or Rebellion in particular, they might be concerned about the flex potential, but I was thinking with the Moskov available, it seems like a lot of teams have been gravitating to this Moskov. Can be a lot more aggressive from the early game, decent in the late game, and then the mid game, an absolute powerhouse. It is now in the hands of Rebellion for Geek. Angeloy making an appearance.
His first time this season, which is strange to say, knowing how good he is on the Angela, but he just hasn't had a lot of opportunities to play the Angela.
Did we not see it once before?
I don't remember it. I think it is his first time on the Angela. No? He's played it once?
All right. When was that?
I
don't even remember, but it has been a very few amount of times where we've seen the Angeloy. Now, combo together with the Fredrin. We have to see if that jungle dominance can be utilized, because the Barats technically is available, and so is the Mathilda, by the way. That can be something that Rebellion can very well use.
And by the way, this Angela hasn't been flexed by Geek Fam. Aboy hasn't picked it up. So it should go to the roam for now. But it could be a curveball that we might be in store for. Rebellion though, Insta Yuzong and Boxia. It's a signature Vincent pick. And Geek have one more say in this first phase. But we do have a comment here from Coach Zaya from RRQ. I hope Geek can help us so we don't have to play a tiebreaker again.
Zaya's been in these tiebreaker matches before, you know. Not with RRQ, but back then in M4 with Falcon, back when he was coaching. It was a Falcon Blacklist and Incendio Supremacy, tiebreaker of Group A.
So Coach Zaya, under a lot of pressure, wanting it to just be decided as fast as possible. But now, what will Geek Fam opt to ban away? That's gonna be the Franco denied. I didn't know you're trying to mitigate the pick-off potential. And for Rebellion, they already picked off 2 of these heroes that can be quote-unquote comboed with the Angela, right? The Baxia and the Yunzong. Now the X-Borg ban away as well for them to have that front line presence that can withstand more damage, taking the true damage potential away from Geek Fam.
Because Geek Fam remember what happened to them last time, right? Like number 1, it was a 2-0 win for Rebellion. How they were able to utilize these pickoffs, right? On the Kajas, on the Francos, and Geek understand this. So they definitely don't want to let that slide. They ban it out along with the Matilda, understanding that Audi TZ's hero is the Matilda as well. He is so good on the Matildas. He's so good with the shot calls. When he goes in for the offense, when he goes in for the defense. Rebellion now with the last ban here. What are they going for?
I'm not too sure, honestly, at this point, but it has to be an XP laner, a playmaking one for Luke that must be taken away. They've gotten rid of the export. I think taking away a Ruby might be a good choice too, knowing that they have members on their team that can be punished just with that range, with the I'm offended. But hey, and Edith is another good option. Basically the same kind of idea as the Ruby, but maybe a bit more lethal now that I think about it.
But this means that the Minotaur is also open, no?
Ooh,
when we see Claudes being picked up, we usually see a Minotaur being banned out. So that is still a possibility that Rebellion can go for. And Audi TZ has found a lot of success on the Minotaur. The Valentina gets picked up.
It could be a bit of a guarantee here. If the Minotaur does go in the hands of Rebellion, there can be Geek Fam's own Minion Fury used up. With the Edith though, I was thinking that that could be an option, especially for Geek Fam. The long drawn out team fight is where they really shine, and they show that they have the experience and the positioning. So something like an Edith would have been great. Now for Geek, seems like Luke will be forced to go with something a bit more burst heavy with less DPS. Unless they go for the CC, it's still available technically if they want to explore that option. Yikes.
All right, they're gonna double down on the pickoffs. They're gonna double down on the heroes that they have found so much the success on. Remember, the debut of Audi TZ on this Kaja was insane last season, and they're gonna bring it out again. And not to mention Suelo's Lunox. We don't see a lot of Lunox these days though. Not sure if it will find the same success as it did before. And Geek will close it out with a room
to bring those crazy plays, because right now it's gonna be Rebellion with the superior pickup potential. Even the Moskov running that Inspire we haven't seen in a while. They have a lot of burst damage, and usually the way to counter this kind of pickup composition is counter-engage. If Luke can stop the Rebellion pickup attempt in their tracks, that can be the most important key to victory they have in this game.
Fight or flight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Land of Dawn for the last match of the regular season of MBL ID Season 13. One win is all it takes. We need to remind you, if Geek can win this game, Rebellion, the Blue Bulls, everything they have fought for, it's all for naught. They will be out. So this Lunox and Kaja pick, they're putting a lot of emphasis on it. And the fact that D goes for Inspire, that's a lot of confidence, despite Luke being on his comfort Ruby.
Ooh. A lot of damage early on. A boy gets out just barely. Oh, and Flicker! Oh! Suelo finds first blood early. And it's a flicker trade.
You gotta respect that damage, man. The level 2 power spike as well. Rebellion very intelligently identified it and went for the play immediately. A boy taken out. Going with the Quantum Charge, by the way, so he's gonna be moving around, trying to be aggressive. And Beloyski going with the Impure Rage, wanting more mana, more damage.
In the mid lane, though, that's the punishment. You take one, we take you back. 1-1 on the board.
The equalization coming in. But earlier, you noticed it, Marky was going with the firmness. He wants a bit more tankiness. And he has the Master Assassin, actually. Whereas D, the person who we are expecting to be a bit more aggressive, he goes with the tenacity. I guess knowing that he's on the Inspire, he's gonna be a lot more vulnerable. So the extra bit of tankiness can make a big difference in those critical moments of the game.
Will that choice pay off, right? I mean, you mentioned earlier on that Claude is not the best lane against the Moskov, so the change in his emblems, we'll see if it works out, because we saw CW getting punished for it so early, but this is a silent play coming through. They want to try and punish Luke here, but they find them. A boy and Ray are there, so just in case they go for the push, there should be a counter engage already at the helm. Suelo not yet level 4, should be able to get it as soon as they finish that wave. But both teams are already on the turtle, and both junglers are at the same level, and both on utility junglers.
The reset, though, as the Black Dragon comes in now with the Chaos Order. They're going to go for it. Suelo picks it up now in the midst of it all. It's going to be Audi TZ who doesn't go for the Divine Judgment just yet. Flickers out to safety. Geek fam not wanting to take this pick. They disengage.
Decisive and discipline as well from Rebellion. They were able to get the neutral objective, they were able to get the turtle, and then they just instantly go for the retreat, not going for more picks, staying disciplined and staying true to the idea of their comp.
Luke, though, was actually going for a bit of a play there. Flicker was used at the end of the sequence of that fight, so he certainly is in an aggressive mindset. We'll see if against Rebellion, a team that loves to go for those pickoffs. Vincent, though!
Killed Unity. Not swamping that Poissance yet, actually. He's used it earlier. Now the Imaveta pulls him back into the taunt of Ray. Suelo goes in for some damage, but Audi TZ will be next on the chopping block with Ray picking up 2. And Appraiser's Rat to take him out. Suelo forced on the Brilliance. 3-1 now for Geek as they look towards the neutral objective.
It looks like D was able to pick up the Corrosion Scythe first. So might we see him getting his power spike earlier on, but Cars? Are you gonna go for it, buddy? He doesn't. He doesn't take the bait.
On the bottom side, though, D taking a lot of pressure, but here comes Suelo.
Instant Chaos trying to bait out. Oh, Audi TZ with the flicker, unable to find the Divine Judgment. Beloyski recalling as he flashes the RQ symbol. He knows what he's doing.
Oh,
Showing the support. Voloisky,
that's spicy.
the Kingdom's last hope. He is just showing, again,
Luke
the
too.
prediction. Luke and Voloisky. The two players that were mentioned, right? The Martabak buff for Voloisky is getting jumped on, though.
Eloy, can he survive this one? The spear says no, and he'll take him down for flashing that logo. Rebellion don't like that.
They don't. Aboy actually does the flash as well, and he also uses that IMU to get the Divine Judgment. And the fact that nobody from the side of Rebellion have actually opted for that Purify, they need to be aware. This is Aboy, by the way, with the Divine Judgment, and he has been able to find these opportunities under his opponent's nose. You gotta be careful.
Whenever you get a boy on these playmaking heroes, the close range, short range mages like the Faramis, like the Lilia, like the Valentina, just always finds ways to impress us. But Geek, once again, they really like setting up these traps. They know that Rebellion, they like moving around in these bushes looking for opportunities, so they're trying to beat them to the punch.
Whoa! I'm offended on the three members. Sway looking to be taunted down. Ray picks up the mega kill. And the Kingslayers are looking to give the Kingdom another chance, but it's a good Divine Judgment to re-engage Luke for Swaylo trade. Take a look at the Spear of Destruction now in the bottom lane. Marky versus D. Cars trying to hold down on that purple, but Ray wants to steal it away. Vincent respawning back in, now with the shield unity, trying to make it back onto the purple, but as Cars jumps in, trying to delay this take from Ray. Audi takes it, secures it for Rebellion.
But it will be denied away from the hands of Vincent. And in this bottom lane, Marky is outclassing D.
Huh. Is that supposed to happen? Oh, boy gets caught really low there. With Cars coming through, but he doesn't get taken down just yet. But should be able to heal back up right before they go for this. Do they really want to go for a team fight? Rebellion?
Oh, not too sure. Luke does not. Oh, full chain CC onto Luke, and even with the hard guard, he gets shredded down. RDTZ is in the midst of it all. Sway low, dealing so much damage to the tanky members of Geek. And Appraiser's Wrath and Retribution to secure it for Geek. Found by RDTZ, flickers forward. Divine Judgment onto Voloisky as D picks up the kill. Now onto Aboy he goes. Aboy actually flickers onto the wall. And will not be able to escape earlier, but now the chase! Sway low! One more shot to Marky does the job. A wipeout for the Rebels.
That's insane! A wiped out for the Blue Bulls in the 7th minute of the game. They only traded in for Swaylo. What happened?
That's the mid-game power spike. Yuzong, Baxia, the Lunox, and the Moskov. That's a lot of damage bursting straight through the hard guard. Luke has to be a lot more careful if he wants to stay alive.
Ray in that bush. Not really sure if they know if Aboy and Luke are there.
Full attempt at his life. D now going to be caught in the I'm offended into the blazing duet. Straight up 5-man gang in the bottom lane as the Divine Judgment catches Audi. And Marky gets a triple. Vincent still wanting to go for this. Hard guard on the race, way low. Now the Brilliance, Vincent caught all alone. The Appraiser's back to take him down, and it's a triple kill for Marky. That 1K gold lead going down real quick.
Cars running away with his life. What was Vincent thinking?
Item power spike is completed along with the Demon Hunter sword. So when it comes to damage output, Marky is going to have him beat, especially with that blazing duet. But when it comes to the global pressure, that's where D is trying to make a big difference. He has equalized now, just picking up the Demon Hunter sword. So the crowd control management is going to be imperative in deciding who actually comes out on top here.
Look at the conceal from RDTZ now onto the backside. RDTZ going to be able to find a boy. And in the midst of it all, it's going to be a boy falling his way low. D able to cut away from Marky as he gets the hard guard, but it doesn't get enough damage onto any of the RBL members. 3-4-0 Rebellion on the Lord.
Oh, there it is. 4 men down here for the Blue Bulls. Things are looking up with the DHS completed. Look how much damage he's already doing. He's shredding through Geek. And Geek have to just give items, yeah, for the magic defense. But no core item done just yet on the side of Geek.
And Luke right there, he just used the I'm offended again on a single cannon minion. Seems to be very liberal with that usage. He's actually going for more of an aggressive build, a War Axe and a Steel Leg Plates. That's the only thing he has here to try and withstand all this damage, all this burst that Rebellion can threat against him. Same thing can be said for Ray. He has a Radiant armor and only a Dreadnought armor and an Oracle. So he's banking on regeneration to try and survive from in the middle of all these fights.
speaking of all these fights, it's just strange to see Rebellion win out in these early to mid-game skirmishes, right? You take a look at their composition and you probably think, okay, they still have a lot of damage, but Ludok's a scaling hero, Moskov is a scaling hero as well. So only now do they reach that power spike. Now they're scary. Now they can actually one-shot. In the previous team fights, good target, Ting got them the victories, but now it's going to be an easier road. I assume Vincent walks up, spots 5, instant conceal from the Rebellion. The Spear of Destruction not connecting on TZ now, looking for a pickoff, and Ray will just lose his life. Little damage coming through to the Divine Judgment as well. Marky falls. Now Day with the Abyss Walker all the way to the fronts. Marky and Ray is down. Aboy, Beloy, and Luke. 3 members left to defend. Black Dragon form to try to zone Aboy, who has the Divine Judgment. Car jumps in the Furious Dive. Not able to find any more as Vincent jumps in the Jillian, and they're gonna go for it straight up. No minions though. This might just be what? The Rebels go straight for the base.
They did it. They've done it. Task 1 check. Game number 1 in their pocket.